Okay, so this is Ashley, and I will be teaching her how to play the cello, just a beginning lesson. So I have it in a pretty good position for her, the scroll behind the head. She's not bending any weird ways. Okay, so you're going to take your left hand, and you're going to hold like you're holding a soda can. And you're going to make sure that your thumb is between your middle two fingers, like you're holding a soda can. Yeah, try to spread your fingers out a little bit. Yeah. And then you're going to take your thumb, you're going to place it halfway between. Right, exactly. And then you're going to curve your fingers over onto the strings and just kind of move it around a little bit. Rock it back and forth. Yeah, and you want your thumb to stay between these two fingers most of the time.
Okay.
Yeah. So then you're going to take your right hand and you're going to do a bridge or a rainbow. You're going to curl your 3 fingers back here and just do this. And then you're going to take your thumb, place it on the edge right here, and then you're going to reach over and pluck. Just try plucking all the strings. Yeah, it'll be a little more comfortable if you keep your thumb bent. Right now it's kind of flat, and if you press it on the edge like this, so like that, and then reach over, so bend like that in and reach. So you're going to move your wrist over a little bit more.
Is it still recording?
Yeah, it's still recording. So yeah, you're going to, yep, try to do it a little harder. Yeah. So then you see we have a little cheaters marked here for the A, D, G, and C strings. The A is the high string, which is on the furthest left, and then it goes down from there.
Okay.
Right. So you're going to take your left hand and your thumb in the middle, and you're going to put your first finger down pretty far back, like as far back as, probably like here. Yeah. And go ahead and lift it off and play, and then put it down and play. Okay, lift it and put it back down a couple times. Right. And then every finger that you put down is exactly 1/2 step.
Okay.
But because scales don't just go by half step, the way you go up the scale is 1, 3, 0, 1, 3, 4. So if we're going to do just a basic scale, we can start on the D string. So just play open D. Make sure you have your thumb here. Yep. Okay, and now try to put your finger in the same place but on the D string. Yeah. Just play back and forth. Yeah. And now evenly space these 3 fingers apart and put down your 3rd finger. So go ahead and bring your arm down a little bit, like that, and roll it this way. And try not to lock your finger. That's better. And then your 3rd finger should stretch further. Yeah, that's better. So go open, 1, 3. Okay, so this should be a little further up. Yeah. So open, 1, 3. Pretty close. The 3rd finger's still a little low. It's kind of weird. Having small hands, I understand. Okay, so then you're going to go 1, 0, 1, 3, and then to the A on the next one. So you got to skip to 3. And then that skipped a little bit. So now we're going to add in the 4th finger, the pinky. And remember, they're all going to be equally spaced apart. So go ahead and just hold the soda can again, right? And then put your thumb in the middle, a little further down, and then, yeah. So 0, yeah, just try 4. Okay? And then, okay, and then in order to get a better sound out of it right now, I want you to take your thumb off. I just want you to pull back into the cello with all 4 fingers. Yeah, you see it rings a little bit more. So just try open and then do that. Yeah. So now we're going to do, put the thumb back on, and you're going to do open, 1, 3, 4. Yeah. So you're on, right now you're on the G string. Yeah. 3. Yeah. And then right up from that is the A. So now go 0, 1, 3, 4, and then over to the A. Right. And then if you want to finish the scale, all you do is the exact same pattern, just on the A string. So try it again. Too high. Kind of close. So what happened was your thumb started sliding up.
Okay.
So then your position where your fingers were moved around a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. But with that, we are going to start looking at some easy melodies. So the notes you were playing were starting on the D string, so D, E, F sharp, G, A.
Okay.
So if you just want to play Ode to Joy, it would start on 3rd finger. So it would just be 3, 3, 4, and then over. Just play the first measure. So F sharp, up to G, and then A. Yeah. So then go ahead and play, this is just the same notes, but then this E is just 1.
Okay.
So try that.
So start from the beginning?
Yeah. Right, and that was a little too high. So when you play first finger, you kind of have to rock back a little bit.
Okay.
For smaller hands, I have to do the same thing. And so yeah, anytime you get to E, just kind of think up.
Okay.
So try that again, the first 2 measures. And make sure you keep your thumb rested there. Yeah, good. So spread your finger down and more. Yeah.
So do you want me to start from the beginning?
Yeah. Okay, so you've moved up again, so make sure you look to where your thumb is, which is in the middle. Yeah, so down more. Yeah, try that now. Yeah. And that's just F sharp G is on 8th notes. Yeah, that was pretty good. You made it all the way through. Woohoo! Oh, the joy. Okay, so now I want to do a little bit with the bow. The bow is an entirely separate piece. So what I want you to do is we're going to lay down the cello right now. Give you a break. Shake it out a little bit. It's uncomfortable sometimes. Okay, so here we have a cello bow. And the bow hold is different from any of the other strings. So what you're going to do is you're going to start with your hand like the soda, but you're going to bend your thumb and you're going to kind of curl over like a little claw. Woo! Like that. Right. So your thumb is going to go right in here. In between this is the grip and then this is the frog. So it's going to go right here. And then you're going to wrap your fingers around. Yep. And just hold it upright like that. So it's a little too far wrapped around. You want the top of your middle finger to touch the bow hair right here. The middle finger. Yeah. And now try to hold it down a little bit. And then hold it back up. If you have to scoot up a little bit to make it more comfortable, you can do that for right now. So try to hold it down again. Yeah, so right now you're kind of holding it up with your pinky. It's not going to go on top, but it's going to be just like loosely wrapped around. So here, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay? So most of the weight is, I think, in my ring finger when I do that. And then have your middle finger touch the bow hairs. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so now you're going to hold it with your left hand in the middle. Yep. You're going to take your right hand, you're going to plop it on top, and you're going to let it pull down a little bit. And then you're going to lift it up, pull down a little bit. Okay, now put your thumb in where it needs to go, wrap your fingers around, and then take your left hand off. And that's basically what it should look like. Okay. Can add in the cello. Woohoo! Okay. So now, with your bow hand, you're just going to play some strings open. Resonance you get on the highest string is really good. And when you move down further, you have to use a little bit more weight. So try using more weight on the middle strings. It's better. Yep. So now use even more weight on the lowest, the C string. Yeah. And then move up. So now we have this lovely page, which is just open strings. So we're going to do Ode to Joy again, but you're just going to do the open strings for it. So it's just going to go, yeah, just go for it.
Raise. Oh, so they're half notes.
Yeah.
That's the right string.
Stop you there. So as you kept playing, you started moving up.
Yeah.
So you were like over here.
Okay.
And you get the best sound kind of in this upper third, but as long as you're not over the bridge.
Okay.
So try it again and try to pay attention to where the bow is on the strings. Probably little bit. But you did a better job. I noticed when it started to creep up a little bit, you brought it back down, so that's good. You do this. Actually, I'm going to have you do this. Woo! So you're going to hold that with your left hand. Yeah, and then you're going to hold it like you're going to play the cello. And then you're just going to move back and forth 3 or 4 times. Okay. Now go ahead and try it now. Much better. Nice. But you started to speed up halfway through, I could tell. You just, yeah. Okay, so that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and do violin cabbage down. Try to keep it in time. So it'll be da, 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 da. 1, 2, ready, go. Pretty good. And obviously when you hear the like 2 notes at once, you're hitting 2 strings at once, which happens. So you just have to get used to which angle hits which string, which happens with practice. Okay, so now we're gonna put the bow and the left hand together.
Okay.
Woo! Okay, so go ahead and just play 4 quarter notes on an open string D. Try again. Okay, so when you are pulling, it's kind of tilted like this way.
Okay.
And you want it to be more parallel. So try to do it again and hold it parallel. Yeah. So now try that with 1. It'll be further down. Oh, yeah. Try it. Okay, I think that's a little too high. Yeah. Now go 4 quarter notes on D, 4 quarter notes on E. I think it should be a little higher. Sorry, not quite that high. Like, yeah, try that. Sorry, my ear just like turned all weird. 1 second. Okay, so you see where my finger is right now?
Yeah.
Put your first finger there. Yeah. Okay. Okay, now do 4 quarter notes on Nice. And now put your 3rd finger down for F sharp. And then 4th finger for G. Too high. Yeah. Okay, so then that kind of like sounds like it almost wants to play another note on the G. You have to put more pressure with the left hand. So try it again. Try taking the thumb off on your left hand and just using the weight of your fingers. Oh, you're on the high.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. Sounds a little better, a little more ring to the sound. Okay, so now the last thing we're going to do is we're going to play Ode to Joy with the bow and the left hand. Okay?
Okay.
if you have to find where F sharp is, you can work up the scale to figure out. So that was too high for the 1. Yeah. It's a little further down for 1. Yeah. Yeah. Stop you there. So something that can help you a little bit is trying to use more of your bow when you play each note. So just try to play the first 2 measures. Just try to use a little bit more bow as you're going. Okay, so you're playing the notes longer, so you should try to go faster in order to get more bow rather than play longer notes. Okay. Okay, do a happy medium between what you were doing before and that. It's okay. Try to use about half of the bow for 1 note. Just play open D and just play 4 quarter notes on D. Less bow than that. Yeah. Do it again. Just get how that feels. Yeah. So that's kind of what it's going to feel like most of the time.
Okay. When
you're playing those. Do you want to try it again?
Sure, why not?
Okay. That's okay. So yeah, it was really good the first half of it. I think because we worked mostly on that part.
Okay.
And then I think your tuning it's hard to find the right place again.
Yeah.
If you're not used to that. But yay, first cello lesson done.
Cool.